Hey, Marty here. Welcome to the Sublime to the Ridiculous Video Blog Edition. Boom. We've all heard of Whack-A-Mole, I'm sure. You know, a game you play in arcades where there's holes and moles jump up and you hit it with a mallet and try to hit as many of them as you can, right? Whack-A-Mole. My Grandpa Joe had a version of it that I'm going to call Whack-A-Rat. Now, it went this way. First, you get a coal shovel, and coal shovels have these big, huge scoops. I mean, they're for shoveling coal, right? So you want to get a lot of coal into the steam engine or whatever you're using in your furnace. They have big scoops so that you can move a lot of coal. So first, you get a coal shovel. Then you get some old gray motor oil. Then you get an unsuspecting 13 or 14-year-old grandson, you might guess who that is, to help you out. Now, Whack-A-Rat. Let's set this up. Motor oil, at least at the time, we used to have all the welding machines, and they had gasoline engines, so we'd get a lot of old motor oil, and it tended to be very gray and dirty. So we saved it for whatever reason. I don't know, lubrication or something or another, an emergency, whatever me Grandpa Joe wanted, we saved it. Well, back in the 60s and 70s, there was a bit of a rat problem in and around the neighborhood and in and around the shop, and you know, we do what we can from time to time to get rid of the rats. And there was a coal shovel and a teenage grandson, unsuspecting, that were all available one day with this old motor oil. We had a corner of the shop cleared out, and there were these good-sized holes in the ground, and I never thought much of them. I was like your typical 14-year-old, fairly naive about the ways of the world. Anyway, my Grandpa Joe gets me, and he gets the coal shovel, and he gets these buckets of old dirty motor oil. We had them in gallon steel cans, and says, pour down the hole. All right, no problem. I unscrew it, and I go over to this big hole, and I pour this whole gallon of gray, dirty, sludgy motor oil into the hole. And over to the side, Grandpa Joe is there with the shovel, with the coal shovel, and he's ready. He's got the paddle part of it down, okay, and he's standing there at the ready. He's holding that thing. He's ready. Okay, whatever. I have no idea. He didn't tell me what we were doing. Pour some in that other hole. Okay, boy. All right, so I pour some down that hole, and I stand back, and all the time he's still standing there. Third hole, pour some oil down there, boy. All right, you're paying me. I'll do it. Pour this old dirty motor oil down there, and in about 30 seconds, these dirty, slimy, sludgy, oil-encoded rats started coming out of all these holes. Just helter-skelter, pell-mell pattern. Rat would come out, rat would come out, rat would come out. And Joe has the coal shovel, wham, 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 trying to whack these rats to kill them with the back of this coal shovel, and all the while I'm just jumping back out of the way, kind of going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, as all of these oil-soaked rats are skittering everywhere, trying to get out of the oil and trying to get away from the rage of Joe Cosgriff with the coal shovel. Bam, bam, bam. Well, they stopped coming after a minute or two. They settled down, and you could look on the floor, and there's skitter paths of gray oil wherever these rats were going. And there were, I think, 9 little rat bodies laying there crunched. And Joe was kind of proud of that. He was kind of like a jet fighter in a war situation. He actually painted little pictures of rats up the handle of that coal shovel for each kill that he got that day. And to this day, I think, if nothing else, I wish he might have warned me. But anyway, that was me Grandpa Joe's version of Whack-A-Mole, duly called, in my parlance, Whack-A-Rat. I think this is one of the stories that me Uncle John had in mind when he remarked one time that he'd like to write a book about what happened at the shop. But it wasn't that anybody couldn't believe it, it was that they wouldn't be able to conceive it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment in the comment menu, share if you really feel up to it. In the meantime, this is Marty, going from the sublime to the ridiculous. Could you have really conceived of such a story before I told it? Hey,